Let us solve this question. This was asked in CAT 2024 in slot 2. And this was from permutation and combination topic. It says that P, Q, R and S are 4 towns. One can travel between P and Q along 3 direct paths. So I will make P and then Q. How many paths are there? There are 3 direct paths from P and Q, right? Between Q and S along 4 direct paths. Between Q and S there are 4 direct paths. And between P and R along 4 direct paths. So P to R there are 4 direct paths. 1, 2, 3 and then 4. That is what it is, right? There is no direct path between P and S. There is no direct path between P and S. While there are a few direct paths between Q and R. So there are few direct paths. We do not know how many such paths are there, but P, Q to R there are certain paths. And between R and S. So R to S also there are certain paths. But P to S there is no direct path. Is that okay? One can travel from P to S if someone has to go from P to S. How can they go? P to S either via Q, P to S either via Q. So the first path is what? P to Q to R. That is one. Or one can travel from P to S either via Q or via R. So P to R, R to S, or P to R, R to S, or via Q followed by R, or via Q. So P to Q, Q to R, R to S. We have got no idea as to how many paths are there between this and this. So I'm going to assume that there are X paths and then there are Y paths. We should be able to find out the values of X and Y, right? Now, and it says that you go from P to Q, Q to R, R to S. So P to Q, Q to R, R to S. And this says that in exactly how many ways? In exactly 62 ways. So there are 62 ways to go from P to S, P to Q to R. So please understand this. P to Q there are 3 ways. And Q to S there are 4 ways. So how am I saying that? Either this path or this path or this path. So rule of addition says you will have to add. And then Q to S either this path or this path or this path or this path. So there are 4 ways to go from Q to S. Now if someone has to go from P to S, please understand this. So the person will have to go from P to Q and Q to S. And so what is the interpretation of and? You will have to multiply. That is the rule of multiplication. So whenever you have or, it is addition. Whenever you have and, it is multiplication. So in how many ways one can go from P to S? Via Q, it is 3 into 4. That is going to be 12. Is this okay? Or P to R to S. P to R, how many ways are there? 4 ways. And P to R, R to S. So please understand this. So it is going to be what? 4 into Y. 4 into Y. Or P to Q. So 3 into X into Y. So that is going to be what? 3 into X into Y. And that is 62. So can you figure it out that the value of 4Y plus 3xy is nothing but 50. Is it okay? 4y plus 3xy is equal to 50. So that is one thing that we have figured out. Now, one can also travel from Q to R. So there are other things that are given to you. One can travel from Q to R either directly. So I say that Q to R. In how many ways? Directly is X, isn't it? Q to R either directly or via P. So Q to R. So this is going to be 3 into 4. Do you understand this? This way and then this way. This is going to be plus 12. 3 into 4, right? Or via s, so this way into this way. So this is going to be what? 4 times y. That is the value of 4 times y, and that is given to you as exactly 27 ways. 27 ways. So 27 is equal to 12 plus x plus 4y. So can I say that 15 is going to be x plus 4y, right? Now what is that you should be doing? What is that they're asking you in the problem? Then the number of direct paths between q and r. So that they're asking you the value of x. Please understand this thing. If you try to simplify this, probably it will be very complicated. But if I say that, what if you take y as 1? If you take y as 1, then this becomes 4. So x will have to be 11. You know why? Because if you take y as 1 and x as 11, only then the sum is going to be 15, right? If you take y as 2, so this will become what? 4 to the 8, and then because the sum will have to be 15, so x will have to be 7. Clear? And then what if I take y as 3? If I take y as 3, right? So 4 3s are 12. So this is 12, and then this is 3. So these are the only 3 possibilities for x and y would exist. So what is that you can do? You can verify over here, right? So what is that you should do? Since you have these values, y is 3, then x is also 3. 3 into 4, 12. So let us plug in the first option. X is 11 and y is 1. If x is 11 and y is 1, so this is 4, y is 1, and then 3 into 11 into y is 1. So this is 4 plus 33, and 4 plus 33 is 37, which is not equivalent to 50. So this cannot be the option. So the first option is eliminated. So what do we have out here? The second option is x is equal to 7 and y is equal to 2. Let us plug in over here. But again, what is that I can do? The problem tells me I have got, hold on, over here. We are about to solve the problem. So what if I take my x as 3 and y as 3? So 4 3s are 12, plus this is going to be 3 into x, the value, no, I was taking the second value out here, the second value. So over here x is equal to 7 and y is equal to 2. So y is equal to 2, 4 plus 2, 8, and then 3 into 2 into 7. So 8 plus, are we getting 50? Yes, it is. So what is going to be the value of y that they are asking you? Because they are asking you what? Then the number of direct paths between q and r. So q and r, the value is x, and what is the value of x that we have figured out? It is nothing but 7, and that is what that is how you should be doing. If you start solving these two equations, it becomes really very complicated. So generate your possibilities from here, plug in those values, eliminate your options. That is how this problem can be simplified, and that is it. I would like you to solve such problems and crack CAT, get more than 99 percentile, and certainly you should be in one of the IM classes.